A Cincinnati school board meeting briefly erupted in chaos this week when one woman grabbed the phone of another as students spoke in defense of a pro-LGBTQ plus mural. Dozens of parents and students attended the meeting of the Forest Hills School District Board to speak out both for and against a mural depicting symbols of diversity and LGBTQ plus inclusion that was recently painted over. As one student who identified as LGBTQ plus spoke, a woman in the front row stood up and grabbed the phone of another woman who was recording the meeting. After videos of the incident went online, several users on X identified the woman as the mother of Forest Hills School District Board member Katie Stewart, who was wearing a yellow Gad's Den flag t-shirt. The flag, which dates back to the American Revolution, has become associated with right-leaning libertarians. Take a chill pill, woman. What are we all talking about? What do you think about this woman and her crazy antics?
She's crazy. I wish she would have pulled the phone out of my hands. I
think that was like my first inkling too. Like, oh, I wish this bitch would have tried to take my phone.
I wish she would.
You know what I mean?
Because this is crazy. You know, and I mean, for I'm a human rights consultant with the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights. So we do a lot of diversity, equity, and inclusion training. Mainly, I work on the corporate side. So with a lot of organizations to write equitable policies and procedures and, diversity statements and so on. So when I see, stories like this, especially with art, because art is supposed to be able to reflect, and tell a story and,
and
transcend.
Not be the same story to anyone, to everyone. Right. Whatever it makes you feel, it makes you feel.
It means something to everyone. So it's like, are you going to go up to the, painting of Mona Lisa and, destroy it because you don't like her smirk? And I think that we, as a society, we've come to this point where, I don't like Brussels sprouts, and neither should you.
Yeah.
And they're gonna advocate for that and be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let people live their life.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and it makes me sad because it reminds me of how much hate is directed to LGBTQ plus kids and us. Yeah. You know what I mean? That like, for her, how mad do you have to be to take somebody's phone out of their hand? You understand? Like just that one, give me that. Like you've got to be so hateful towards our community. Like what the F did we really do to you?
But where is this hate coming from?
That kind of hate is taught, Cal. That woman was raised with that kind of hate.
Because it's always existed.
Yeah.
I even look at, from high school, like going back 20, 25 years, and I can't believe that I just said that. Because I'm only 27 years old.
No, of course, yeah.
But
29.
And it's like a lot of the rhetoric that some of my friends from high school post, and I'm like, we went to school together.
You know me.
Like I just don't understand, where did this come from? Like, was it taught to you from your parents? Like, what is it that all of a sudden you woke up one day and you decided to become, homophobic and transphobic and a hater and a bigot and everything else? It doesn't make any sense to me, because we all, need to be able to live and coexist with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, don't sit your kids in front of Fox and Friends. Okay. That's a bad thing. All right. Put cartoons in front of your kids. All right. Don't make them listen to this crazy shit that some people are spewing, because people believe it. And then you get women like this. This could have been a lot worse. Mm-hmm. It could have been violent. Yeah. There could have been an arm involved. You know what I mean? Like,
I wish you would.
I wish you would.
We need to print T-shirts.
I wish you would. Hashtag I wish you would. Because this again, in my crazy brown mind, right? The second that you touch me gives me the ability to beat the shit out of you. Isn't that horrible? Yeah. That's my first go-to. I'm not gonna touch you, but the second that you touched me, I'm gonna beat the living hell out of you.
Or phones.
You touched my Max Pro? How dare you? How dare you? So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.